And we are live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Three Amigos Ink and Splatter presents tonight a special rendition, or a unique rendition, I should say, of our usual live mic poetry night. Tonight will be live mic, but we will be reading from three wonderful poets' works that are in our recent anthology. That we have the first two of the four out, and the other two are on their way. But I'm here with my co-hosts, myself, Joseph Mycutt. Then we have Marie Moldovan and Alicia Hodge. And as I mentioned, we'll each be reading from wonderful poets' works that is featured in our anthology, uh, Ink and Splatter. And I'll let Marie Moldovan tell us more about that book and where it can be found. Marie?
Oh, cool. Thanks for putting me on the spotlight.
Oh,
um,
no. Well, I only
so
want to share the spotlight with you.
are you sure? You sure? I'm pretty sure sometimes you want me to flame up in it. Be like, shh. Anyways, so the anthology that we currently have out, we have two of them. One is the Three Amigos Ink and Splatter, The Lonely Soul in the Darkness, Volume 1, Issue 1, and Issue 2. I believe that most of the poems that we're going to be reading this evening are from Issue 1. And the anthology can actually be found on Amazon, both in ebook. It does come in color and black and white. The color version is a little bit more expensive, but it is good quality. It is like flipping through a photo album kind of thing. So that's basically that. If you want to get a copy of it, you just go to Amazon and search in the search area, put Three Amigos Ink and Splatter, The Lonely Soul in the Darkness, and you should be able to find it. If not, you can hit us up on our group, Three Amigos Ink and Splatter. We do actually have a poetry group, so you can hit one of us up. I'm Marie Moldovan. And then there's Joe Mycott and Alicia. You can hit one of us up and we can probably send you a link. Okay, so this evening, I believe Alicia will be reading first.
All right, and tonight I will be reading some pieces from the poet Michael Falls. And the first one I've got for him tonight is called Dawn of Emotion. Went back in time to the dawn of emotion. Nothing was there but dead seas and oceans. I could swim, so I found my way back to a place just as grim. I remained in the black. Nothing has changed since the dawn of emotion. Failing the grade, nauseated in motion. Everything fades at the dawn of emotion, reversing the tide, the direction it goes in. Time cannot change things that are dead, feeling the shame and the ache in your head. A picture is framed just to show it's an art, show of emotion, breaking a heart. With living the lie with emotional strain, go back in time before there was pain. And the next one I've got is called Lonely Street of Mirrors. On a lonely street of mirrors, reflections of my eyes, mirrors to my soul say something in there died. Down this street of mirrors, it'll kill me if I look to this tortured soul to see just what they took. Now the deafened silence shatters the mirror's gaze, release of salty torrents to drown me in this maze. Walk this street of mirrors with no time to reflect, stride the edge of madness no armor can deflect. The lonely street of mirrors, my demons on parade. I know the edge of sadness is the dawn of every day. Life is a distant shadow, hiding within itself, drowning in the shallows beyond where there is help. Out on the street of mirrors, take hold of my own hand. Still I'm on the outside of creation's master plan. Mirrors out of focus, did I just see a face? Was it just a memory forever out of place? Okay. And the next one I've got is called Fall of Night. Uncertain steps, the chill seems alive. Daylight shadows fight to survive. It's the fall of night, and it seems that I must face the ghost of the dreams that have died. Blood runs cold to match the air. Can't see the phantoms, but I feel them there. Autumn bleeds with the fall of night. There's ghosts that wander down the halls of my mind. Summer recedes, and the leaves have to die. A moment to grieve doesn't pacify. Silent and cold in the full bloom of night, lost in a dream that seems warm for a time, but it's just a ghost of a memory made, fresh in the mind, yet still just a shade. All right. Next one is called Walk the Storm. The wind howls loud like wolves at our heels. On servitude knees everyone kneels. Legs are tired, facing the wind. Walk the storm, it always comes in. Heaven help us, we know this hell drowns out the cries in the wishing well. Walk the storm, feel the lightning strike, covered by clouds as they form in the skies. In the end, when it comes, in the eye of the storm, gonna be calm, but who's gonna mourn? Been here before, feel the breath of the storm, not safe anymore, now it's coming ashore. In our ignorance plea, take this servitude, please. Follow the lead, and we're still on our knees. And this next one is called Who Can It Be? Hard to conceive that it'll get better. All disbelieve it's an uphill climb. Spell out the deal right down to the letter. Never reveal what's in your mind. Circle above, all birds of a feather, picking at the bones so satisfied. Who can it be? There's a face in my mirror. Wants to break free, but it couldn't be clearer. All we believed was monstrous lies. Serve the last meal. The sun is now setting. The air you can feel is electrified. Now it's been sealed, all that we're left with, a life so surreal it's undignified. And the next one is called Like a Dream. So now in a dream, unfettered and free, say what you mean before my heart starts to freeze. Like living a dream long taken from me, filtering through lost memories. And taking me beyond the smoke screen, still I can't see as far as I'm fading. Now if I could see the falseness of prophecy, crucify me, the death of the dream, falsified things that feel like a dream to me, unworthy it seems to know what it means. Took time to be something I couldn't see, blind to the sun that was set on me. Reaching the end, letting the day begin, been here so long, mired within, mistakes being made, riding the wave of sin. Like a dream disappears, the nightmare moves in. And next one is called It May Rain. Now I walk in a shadow, and may it rain, pouring down on me, may it rain, may I be free. I am shackled, I am chained, I am destined, I'm ashamed. It may rain on dying dreams, may it wash these things I see. Treason to the fore, it may rain forevermore. Shackled in memory, forever now recedes. Rain is all that lasts, present to the past. It may rain on those tomorrows as it has those yesterdays. Wash away as color fades. It may rain on beds we made. Free I cannot know, heaven I cannot go. Rains upon the soul, tormented rivers flow. And the next one is called Run the Asylum. Excuse me. With an innate sense, when something's wrong, if you wait for the end, then you won't wait long. Another spin around the sun, from early graves the stories are spun. The tedium race is underway. The thought was there, but it drifted away. The day is different, the only change, switching the scenery, but the facts will remain. See them run, see them hide, see them deflect to the other side. The inmates rush to center stage, they run the asylum at the end of the day. The open window, opportunity rose. Nobody noticed, now it looks closed. As we march, so we run into the dawn, but where is the sun? And this one is called What Is This Place? Clouds rolling in from someplace else, across the bay or rose up from hell. Darken the day, cover the night, bringing a chill, freezing the time. Water to ice, frost starts to bite, ever so cold here in my mind. Where am I now? Is this where I lay? Froze to the ground, what is this place? My furrowed brow trying to think, why do I feel like I'm starting to shrink? When it touches down, centers the stage, dark storm clouds shaking with rage. Now that the sky seems so opaque, clouding my mind, what is this place? And this one is called Sadness on the Edge of Town. Sadness on the edge of town. When it arrives, you're going down. Tears apart the symmetry, hand in hand with misery. The moon is full with afterglow, the downside there so many know. Starry eyes have promised, so stairways there, but you won't go. The witch is burning at the stake, on ground that sadness permeates. Everyone there understands. The day of sadness is at hand. The morning sun falls from the sky, burns the ground to purify. At the edge, the sadness waits, between the fire and heaven's gates. Sadness on the edge of town, can't go up, so we'll go down. Dead emotions haunt the sky, ghost of the all-seeing eye. Still the edge is shrinking in, while sons pay for the father's sins. Witnesses with blinded eyes search across the empty sky. Sadness on the edge of town, place your bets and lay them down. Air is thick with energy, repeating our lost history. How am I doing on time, you guys?
You're good. You've got a lot of time left. I'd say about 3-4 minutes, something like that.
Okay. This next one is Place Called Wonderful. Is there a place called Wonderful? This one's black as night, where no one needs that fearful feeling it's not right. Looked to the horizon, thought I saw it there, walked through all the fires to find it went somewhere. Houses built on sand will surely wash to sea, no one understands the hand of destiny. Now where's the place called Wonderful? Does it not exist, within or without something more than this? Purified with fire, still the heart is cold, still the place called Wonderful is where I just can't go. Seems you want to kill something that has died. Though they can't be seen, I feel what's in your eyes. Fleeting rays of hope like a falling star. I wish that I could go, Wonderful's too far. And this one is called Sacred Dawn. Where's the sacred dawn so relied upon? Escaping the night, the darkness is gone. I remind myself, the sky just fell, the sun doesn't shine in living hell. So I'm walking the world in endless night. It seems to glow through these twilight eyes of mine, standing on the edge of the sacred dawn, looking for a reason it's taking too long to arrive. Light doesn't come, another day in retreat, hope for success but embracing defeat. The night weighs heavy on my tired mind, said and done, and still it rewinds. Every time. And I stay right here where the lights went out, where the embers died in the lost and found, where night never ends. And I think this is the last one I have from him tonight, and it is called Dawn Mist. Horizon begins to light, chill in the air as the night takes flight. Headlights fight to pierce the mist, can't concentrate 'cause my mind's adrift. Behind me lies what once was home, it's fading in an eerie glow. Maybe something I should know, but the mist rose up to swallow me whole. I can't help think it's how it goes, fate decides who dies alone. I can barely see the road, hardly matters, I don't know where to go. Mist arrives in the early dawn, be how it looks from now on. Behind me there's just nothing to see, there's an ache inside reminding me. Mist arrives in the early dawn, Day meets night, but both are gone. Hard to see in the headlight glare, blinding me in reflective air. Where I'm going, I don't know, just somewhere in the great unknown. And that is all I have from Michael Falls tonight. He is an amazing writer, and I love all the contributions he made to these anthologies, and I'm very thankful and enjoyed reading them.
Thank you very much for that, Alicia. It appears that in the first anthology, which is issue 1, Michael has 2 poems. So the poetry that Alicia read this evening was from the multiple anthologies that are coming out. So you got a preview of some of the work that will be featured in upcoming anthologies as well. Michael Falls is an amazing poet. I absolutely enjoy his work. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. He has been writing for as long as he can remember. For him, ideas run rampant in his wandering mind. He began paying attention to his mind's ponderings and penning them 4 years ago at the tail end of his marriage. I think that the best time to start writing and expressing yourself is when you're experiencing difficulties in life, because it helps you vent the information, put it out, and express yourself. He uses writing as a stress release and notes that his mind's ponderings continue to run unchecked. I mean, I think that's pretty much the truth for most poets and writers. Being that he is 57, he doubts that the status of his unchecked ponderings will change anytime soon. Once again, Michael, thank you very much for submitting your poetry to the anthologies, and I absolutely adore it. So I guess next this evening, Joe Mycott will be reading some poetry from Bronson. Ware, is it? Joe.
Yes, that is correct. I'll be reading from Bronson Ware's work. Bronson is a spiritual master, energy coder, poet, and awakened being from Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. And these works are included in the part 2 of the 4-part anthology that is already currently out. And I'll begin with his work titled 3-Ply. Who am I? Just a little guy in a world made up of a lie. Chains preventing me to fly. Why? Do I live another day and try? Should I continue to die? Drop my head and cry? Who am I looking at the sky? Will I ever get that high? All odds will I defy or continue to fry? Emotionally empty and dry, should I wear a necktie, write a note and say goodbye, join a circus and become a rabbi, leap in a pool and sink with the walleye? Who am I? A good guy or an evil eye? Someone, no one to notify. Will I move on and comply? Should I stay another day and try? But why? Goodbye.
I missed your opening, Joe. Did you introduce Bronson's biography?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
The next poem is I Am. My own pain, the trickster inside my brain, the controller of this train, 360 degrees insane, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I am a crane, I am Georgia Aurora for Jane, a Batman with feline in his vein, oxycontin, oxymoron, a cup full of cane, more love, more light to the ignition of my pain. Why then, oh bawling love, oh loving hate, I am just ice and weight. Inside all the same innate, it is only oneself that they hate. Love for all opens up the gate, 4 corners a square dance and date. In your own hands resides your fate. I am Arrow 000, my own hero. The next poem by Bronson Ware is a poem titled Dancing with Crystal. Mind is racing, what's in this keef? Paranoia is peaking, I'm shaking from this leaf. Around every corner is a joker and a thief, twisting and shouting, causing us some grief. Trapped in a red tent, meeting with a chief. Holy fuck, what's this keef? It's twisting the shit out of my every belief. In my head, I'm rehearsing where's the beef. Paranoia's peaking and I'm shaking like a leaf. In 123 minutes, I'll get some relief. This is my message from Commander in Chief. In my fucking zen, I am a 10. I crawl like Sal right through the wall. I am Mary, Peter, and even Paul. I stand about 7 feet tall. I fall, I rise, I call. I am every single kid in the hall. Mind is still, I've found my thrill. Paranoia is gone, I've taken another pill. Now I lay us down to sleep. Deep, 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 never again will I peep. This is the end we've sowed, now we reap. Stinking, sinking, sinking into the deep. I will not cry, I will not weep. This is the cleansing of our creep. Beep, beep, beep goes a white Sahara Jeep. This next poem, I'm going to attempt to not butcher the title. It is Bronestrudo, Bronestrudo, Bronestradamus. Bronestradamus. There we go.
For Nostradamus. Yeah. You think it at
Bronestradamus.
yeah, think of Nostradamus, but you
Right.
put Nostradamus.
Right. Yep. I'm working it out phonetically. Bronestradamus. Fire flowing through the lake, all the pressure building a quake. In the ocean brews a magnificent wake. Flash freezing the deserts a flake. Dripping icicles, Antarctica's about to bake. Cleansing me from an iniquitous snake. Opening the drains in the sand, gushing rapid, swirling the land, for it's the command out of this right hand, a sealed deliverance of the damned. All this ignorance I do understand, but I don't understand justice is what we demand. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, washing away all this greed and lust, upgrading our divine blueprint, no more rust. It is so, so it is, as above, so below. As below is scribed from a dove up above, the only way out is nothing but love. The next poem is 14. 14. I know what I feel. I went inside to heal. Opening each and every seal, spending years circling the same wheel, constantly digesting a depression meal. No wonder all the toxins in the veal, all the gases dripping from the reel, tricks and treats, crusting pineal. Why the hell can't I feel? What the fuck's up with this deal? This can't be life, it can't be real. That was then I stopped the wheel. Stopping seconds so I can feel, sending love and light for all to heal. Mother Nature is the number one meal, cleansing my veins back into royal teal. Double X marks the spot, sealing this deal. Giving no fucks is how to heal. This poem is titled 2W36 Synthetic. Down, down another level I go, swimming all night against the flow. Wound so tightly I might just blow, bottomed out, stuccoed in a low, frying my fuses, blocking my grow. All this chatter I just don't know, mind is sprinting, gotta be the Joe. Holy Christ is weaving me in a woe. Am I ever going to let go? Or continue life in this boat I row, I row. A process so slow, circling back to Jane Doe. Down, down, the sound was smack. No colors in my world, it's all gone black. All my life getting run over by a Mack. A jumping jack chained in the back, 300 intersections running through my track, filled to the rim with premium lack. Down, down, another level I went. Poeing this down as I vent. It is the week of the red tent, returning to the magnificent I just sent. Back at home in my cozy pent. Once upon a divine time, 2 nickels met up with a dime. It was around noon by the second of the chime. Breaths of an eighth raising my prime, little boy blue sat scribing this rhyme. In a world that lies of a lime, what a crime. Once upon a divine click, breaking free from a greedy prick, north of 7, a real hick. The arms go round and round, tick, tick, tick. Once upon a divine talk, 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 on a rock bathes a hawk, singing a soul song, collecting its flock, closing the door to mind chattering talk. Once upon a divine, now eternally bent, wow, how I bow. All my love, mother cow, waking me up sealed with a kiss on the brow, forever together, this sacred vow. Living in high heart, I've got the pow. Always remember, all there is now. The next poem is 188 decibels. In a dense world so very confusing, with many souls struggling and losing, neglecting the temple they've been abusing, all their toxicity is oozing. Loathing I not knowing I am there musing, disconnected brothers and sisters have been using. Living in the murk is 101% your choosing. So full of dullness, not aware you're snoozing. Watching the crash of the old is so very amusing. In a dense world so very stale, it's not about the material, it's about the grail. Sharing wisdom from my friend, the blue whale, telling all sandmans you're chained in this jail. I am only here offering you bail. The turtle won the race, now it's freeing the snail. This comes from the tomato soup with zero bill of sale. Cheerio to the east, watch the rich Richter scale. The end of this tall tale. And the last poem by Bronson Ware is titled Happy. Some days all I do is sit and cry. Feelings of loneliness, why do I try? Will it be better when I die? Perfect peace in the mud where I lie. Will my emotions ever be high? Some days all I do is frown, feelings of self-pity, lamb down. Crusted visions and forgotten crowns, sinking in bitterness, here I drown. All alone in this fucking town. Some days all I do is confession, this is my expression. About being stuck in the head of a full of depression. My aggression is my obsession. Some days all I do is cry. Tears flow from my weathered eye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And that is the last of Bronson Ware's work that I have to read tonight. And those were wonderful, and it was a pleasure reading those aloud, and I hope that I did them justice. Thank you, Mr. Ware, for sharing that with us.
Thank you very much, Joe. So our next poet of this evening is Miss Sarah Wheatley. Sarah is a young, avid, creative soul, blessed to be brought up in a life of music, love, and delights of nature. Time often camping and exploring the United Kingdom from her beautiful allotment shed and home. She writes songs and poetry about good things in life, verses, and the more embraces factors. Mental health, the awareness of our differences and vitality for her and others, ways to overcome them. Her works can be found online at Dapple Creek Poetry. I believe she does have a new group, a poetry group called, what is it? O Pen? So it's just a capital O and then a pen. So you can check her out there. So the first one I'm going to read by Sarah is actually it's lyrics, and it's titled Love is a Place Beyond Recognition. Love is a moment where the corn wisps all stand. Love is the hour of all nature's devotion. When the world and its children stand strong hand in hand, we are oneness. We live, we all learn, we seek hearts. We join in soulful enlightenment call to the journey that's left to ignite. Sound is the sight of no child left dying. Sight is the sound of the ever-growing vine. Love is the sound of an angel past crying. For all of this world exists purity, life. We are oneness. We live, we all learn, we seek hearts. We join in a soulful and lighting call to the journey that's left to ignite. Knowledge of honest is truth in perfection. Being is answering past just in name. Life is existing the peace of the flowers for kindness, hope, honesty, never for fame. Final destination, motherland calling. Final accomplishments made. I lived a life without failing, without falling to the mistakes that all star travelers make. We are oneness. We live, we all learn, we seek hearts. We join in a soulful, enlightening call to the journey that's left to ignite. The next piece by Sarah is titled The Seasons of Pain. Death exists, an echo of a lake's reflection, the lake that didn't quite make it, and instead exists in an ocean of sky. Risen of life into another form somewhere up high, scattered droplets. They rain down as it catches a wind of what is used to be and exists momentarily in mind's eye somewhere other than just up there, away with the fairies or something. It decides it still cares for the ground and so rains down upon it an eternal everlasting rainbow, compounded in a photo reflection and droplet on the earth, droplets that become immaterial, material become vapor. We see ourselves, we see myrrh, warmth, and we hold onto them these little tiny pieces, shattered, scattered of what we had, still there, not there. Somehow they are not and are this, here, there, everywhere, then, now. And we sometimes, somehow, find ourselves dreaming in the beauty in the lake, hopeful, lost. And then we choose then and there, do we wallow in them or do we dance? That was beautiful, Sarah. The next poem is titled When. Clocks congregate in one room, ruminating in ticking motion upon a life wrongs, rights, darks, lights, day dead of night, the waking hours of may or may not fight, the sleeping hours spent twice sleeping, soft sounds of breathing, and I wonder who it is who really makes the decision on the hands of time. Here now, as we both lay sleeping, as hands swing ever slower round paper clocks' faces, tracing the seconds becoming minute, hour, day, year replacers. Arrows spent a lifetime pointing in different directions, finally now breathing hope. In this one room, into a connection, one strong directional line, out of here, eloping, pointing to somewhere, now spaceless, unrobed. A destination star beyond the earth, perhaps, beyond the human scope, unmapped. I place my feet solid on the ground and wrap my hands with yours. We envelop each other as your breath draws. My eyes scan the world around, and I hear one clock motor snap. It is replacementless. I feel your pulse, and I'm embracing. Shh. One awaits a hopeful ticking. The next one is titled Living in Boxes. I am alive, and yet I am not breathing. I have good eyes, and yet I am not seeing. There is no blockage, and yet something needs clearing. The past has gone by, and yet it is still leering. I am a brave soul, and yet life I am fearing. I am calm, I am peaceful, yet emotions are searing. I am not lying, yet no one is believing. My eyes are dry, and yet they are tearing. I live in full honesty, yet I am not revealing. I am a mother, and yet I am not giving, because I am a mother who is also grieving. Not everything adds up. Others' feelings may live outside your box. Regardless, if required, give love. The next poem by Sarah is Clamber. He was the mountain I climbed, explored, struggled, towards the needlepoint peak to reach over to safety. But the needle stayed far distant like an echo of time. It lingered away on the breeze, waiting, waiting, but never heading towards where I stood, never towards me. It lived, breathed, nothing. I struggled, explored, climbed on, deer haste, to reach at last the depths of a cave, maybe find a traveler who could guide, show a passage, or a way up to the motionless icy peaks that never moved, never wandered, never spoke even icy rasps, or allowed a bird to land. Last nest made me weak. Glazed over it was. With nothing left, I near gave up. Further from myself, further from my husband's love than ever. Together yet so far, never away in, never away past that mountain, lest I pass away myself, then maybe my soul will find a way. Hidden, untouchable, unretrievable, like him, no self, just hope. But if I keep going, he'll let me in. Dig myself into this deep rock skin, find a way to the core, find out what his height is for, what's at the top, and in his capes, what's stopping him feeling brave, and no longer be the wife who will go through any struggle, strife, a mere mortal sacrifice, to just see my husband as he was before he went to war. And I think the final piece by Sarah Wheatley that I'll be reading this evening is titled Miles On. This poem is very special to Sarah, and it is about her grandfather. Goodbye, Granddad. May your white hair meet moon of magic transcendence and total peace. No crater ever full as your form leaves, floats in tranquility towards emanating moonbeams. Somehow you are a harmonious butterfly, free, wings stretched out towards your future. Through you cradle me still. You, we, I are somewhere between in heart-shaped ship vessel pods. A child's granddad's warm embrace is safe forever harbor for us both. As you are my ship, I hold you close. Together floating on heaven's stardust forever. No storms ever here. We are in safe shores, hugging love. And that's, once again, the final piece by Sarah. Sarah's an absolutely amazing poet, and I believe she hopes to one day, have a collection of poetry and music and a band and so on and so forth. So I wish her well with all that. I actually look forward to seeing a collection. I would buy one myself because she's an impressive artist. Everybody that we have read this evening is. And so I believe that's the end of reading some of the poets from the anthology. Joe, Alicia, is there anything that you want to read of yours?
No, I don't think I prepared anything of mine tonight. I just focused on gathering those works from the person I was going to read.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Well, maybe, let's see. Maybe. We'll just have some dead air for a moment. Okay. Alicia, do you have one that you would like to read?
No, I didn't have anything else prepared either for tonight.
Perfect. So maybe we'll just end it there then. Sound good?
Alright.
Sounds great.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. That was a wonderful and short podcast, and I really enjoyed listening to all of the pieces that were read tonight. And until next time, nighty night.
Good night. Dark
Good
night.
night.